another conference on parks and tourism. It seems so many times, I've been to this conference multiple times, and everything goes back to your story and to your experience of how parks and how tourism affects you. Before we present any awards and before we present those things, I'd like to tell a short story about something I experienced. My very first conference, I boarded a trolley in Little Rock, Arkansas. A gentleman was very kind to me. He said, "Here, have a seat with us." I recognized several faces like Marley Crowder and Mr. Greg Butts and Joe David. Recognized a lot of those faces, but it just didn't occur to me who I was speaking to. As we engaged in conversation, he asked me my name. I then returned the favor. "Who are you?" He said, "Well, my name is Richard Davis." I was like, "Oh yeah, what do you do, Mr. Davis?" "I'm the director of Parks and Tourism." And that really set in with me pretty hard, because he was willing to extend that hand and to be very hospitable. And that's what this industry is all about, no matter what level you're participating in. And so I really appreciate that, and that meant a lot. And we want to produce that same type of atmosphere in Texarkana. Before we do our awards, I would like to introduce Jeff Sandiford. He is our president and CEO of our Chamber of Commerce in Texarkana, Arkansas.
All right. Thanks, Ross. And boy, I tell you, what a great week. Thanks to Rogers and to Northwest Arkansas. Have they done a great job? Well, we certainly feel the passion that is felt up here by all of you and by the folks putting this event on. We thank the staff and the commission for allowing us the opportunity. I have a quick question for you. How many have been to Texarkana before? All right, good many hands came up. How many have spent significant time there in the last 3 or 4 years? A lot fewer hands. Like most towns, we have a lot to brag about, but I'll tell you that we have a lot of new to brag about too. If you haven't been to Texarkana in the last 3 or 4 years, you've not been to Texarkana. Over $3 billion in economic investment in the last 5 years. 12 new hotel properties in the last 5 years. People are starting to see why we are twice as nice. Now, a lot of you got to come by the booth this week and see some of the great things that are happening there on the video and take some of the cool things with you. But we want to do even more. We want you to pack up a year from now and come down our way to Texarkana, USA, see what Southwest Arkansas is all about. I want to personally invite you to make that choice, to come and spend time with each other and come see what is really great and what's happening in our neck of the woods. We're so thankful to have you, and I have one last request. I'm going to take this from the Oscars from the other day. Can y'all pose for a selfie with me here?